Good evening and welcome to the College Boulevard Activity Center in Olathe. Tonight's Ivy High School game of the week, Kansas Class 6 state playoff action. And in the first round, week 9, you've got Olathe North, the 11 seed, taking on the 6 seed of Olathe East. Hi everybody, Kevin White, Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman on the Ivy High School game of the week. Well, we flipped the calendar to November. This is playoff action. Win or go home, the 6-11 matchup. Olathe North is the 11 seed, but they've won 5 straight against Olathe East coming in tonight.
And this is a dangerous 11 seed. This is a team that's been in the playoffs before. A couple of years ago, deep run into the playoffs, so they've got some experience on that side of the ball. But this Olathe East team, a lot of seniors on that side, a lot of guys that are trying to come out here and get that first playoff win in a while.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. J-Mo Sarver, a lot of experience at quarterback for the Eagles.
Yeah, and he's a dual threat guy, multi-sport kid, plays baseball as well. Completes 66% of his passes on the year. He's got 20 total touchdown passes, 16 through the air, 4 through the ground, 4 on the ground, close to 500 yards rushing. He's a guy who's going to get it done on both sides of the ball.
And for East, Josiah Young, defensive end. He's been an impact player all year.
And this guy's disruptive, 6'3", 225 pounds, 8 sacks on the year, 3 TFLs, 2 forced fumbles. Look for him to be a force off the edge.
Olathe North and Olathe East, week 9, first round playoff action in Class 6A in Kansas. It's the Hy-Vee High School game of the week, and we're back with the opening kickoff right after this. Good night for week 9. Temperatures in the upper 50s. And we've just had the opening coin toss with the referee tonight, Brian Most. And Olathe North won and deferred their option to the second half. So it'll be Olathe East on offense. And the Hawks come in with a record of 5-3 as they lost last week at Mill Valley. So they're looking to bounce back tonight. And they're taking on Olathe North, who's 3-5. They won a high-scoring game at Shawnee Mission North, 47-46. So you've got 2 Sunflower League teams going at it. And they haven't played since week 1 last year, and that was won by Olathe North. And as we mentioned in the open, Olathe North has won 5 straight in this series. And head coach for Olathe North is Chris McCartney. Coach McCartney is in his... That's Coach Carroll. Coach McCartney is in his 10th year. And Coach Carroll, former Eagle himself. And Olathe East coached by Courtney Porter in his 5th year. Fans all ready to go. Eagles in the white uniforms. And in the navy and orange will be Olathe East. Braden Jokers is your kicker for Olathe North. I know he looks like an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. That's because he is, and he'll directionally kick this. It'll be fielded at the 24-yard line. That's Carter Gooding, their top wide receiver. And he is pushed through across midfield. So good blocking as Olathe North got there, and then the special teams blocking will take him across the 50-yard line, 27-yard return.
Yeah, you see the short kick, and Gooding just does the next best thing, just get upfield, and you see him here. He kind of just gets lost in the pile. See a lot of those blue jerseys pushing from behind, and nobody in white seems to want to take him down, so good starting field position for Olathe East.
Jack Cornell is the quarterback. He's a returning starter, completing 56% of his passes, 8 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Not much of a runner. His number's pretty much the same as last year. Luke Molman is their top running back, and they'll run a wing T offense, and their quarterback plowing over his blocker and gets nearly the first down, about 9.5 yards on a first down run by Cornell. And actually, they give him the first down. First down for Olathe East after I just said he's not much of a runner. He goes for a big-time run and a first down. Again, this is a wing T offense. This is an old school offense, and Cornell is running wild early on. As he's got another first down as he's down near the 26-yard line. Gain of 13. Came in averaging 2.5 yards per carry. So I wasn't trying to slight the kid to start the ball game as far as his running ability, but he's hit off a couple of nice big chunk runs here to start the ball game.
And these are designed quarterback runs, so they must like something, some sort of a matchup. He's able to pick up 2 first downs now on 2 rushing. Kev just said 2.5 yards coming in the game, already over 20 yards rushing.
Olathe North plays a 3-4 defense. Coach McCartney is their defensive coordinator. They've struggled on their defensive line, so maybe Olathe East found something on their defensive line that they're taking advantage of. 1st and 10, 26-yard line. And they'll run it traditionally with one of their backs out of the backfield in their wing tee, and that is Luke Molman, who averages 5.1 yards per carry. He's averaged about 55 yards per game. And he'll get 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. First drive of the game for Olathe East. 5-3 on the year. Last year they were 7-3. Got bounced from the playoffs by Blue Valley. This running play. Not doing too much on that play, as that was a run on the play by Jaden Scott. And let's go to our sideline reporter. Here's Bethany Bowman.
Thanks, guys. You mentioned Josiah Young of Olathe East with 8 sacks on the season. That's just one shy of Olathe North's team total this year of 9. 18 quarterback hurries, however. But point being, Coach McCartney said that his front defensive line needs to get a lot more disruptive. The ball is getting to the secondary a little too much. We've seen Olathe East be very effective here on this drive, and I know that Coach McCartney wants to see those front guys be able to stop the ball a little bit more.
They throw a pass on 3rd down, and it comes up a yard short.
I think they said his knee was on the ground when he caught it.
That was Gooding with the catch, but yeah, he went down to catch the low pass and put his knee down, and it's going to be 4th down and 1.
And it looked like he was pretty close to that marker. They're going to mark him about a yard short.
And no kicker coming out. It'll be a 4th down and go for it situation for the Hawks in their first drive of the game. Quarterback keeping it, and he's caught in the backfield and thrown for a loss. Wyatt Flood will get credit for the tackle for a loss, as the strong safety with the penetration and tackle for a loss. He's the leading tackler for the Eagles, and that was tackle number 68 on the year, and that's a big one on a 4th down stop.
Then you see this Olathe North defense just sell out on the run. Good job by Wyatt Flood, making that play in the backfield, stopping the momentum, and able to get the tackle for loss. Turnover on downs.
They say he is the most improved player on their defense. He went from an average high school player to a stud, and you saw it there, stud play on 4th down as Jamo Sarver in the Eagle offense out 1st and 10. And they'll run it. And that is Blaze Adger. He is their leading rusher, nearly 900 yards, 5.9 yards per carry. Now Sarver will run it himself. He's a dual threat, but he's had big passing numbers this year, as he has 16 touchdown passes to 1 INT, as we mentioned in the open, and completing 66% of his passes. 2nd down and 6, 4-yard run by Adger. And Adger will go again, and not much doing. Josiah Young stopping him, but we got a flag down on the play. Hawks offense is the Hawks defense, I should say, is a 4-2-5. Face mask penalty results in a 1st down for Olathe North. Jason Pete, the former Olathe North standout, is the defensive coordinator for Olathe East. He's named the top assistant in Class 6A last year. So he's going against his former team in the Eagles. 1st and 10, Eagles. Their first drive of the game. And there's Sarver on the quarterback read option, and he goes for a gain of 9. J-Mo, Johnny mentioned, a good all-around athlete, a lot of experience last couple years as the starter, but he can definitely run the ball.
Yeah, and he's a very smart quarterback. He runs this offense very well. Right there, makes the right decision on that read, able to pick up big yards on 1st down.
Scouting report says high football IQ for number 12. And here's Adger, running room off the left side, and he's finally tripped up crossing the 45-yard line. See the Olathe North offensive line opening up some holes early on. It's a 1st down run. There's Adger's numbers. He also can catch the ball, 13 catches on the year. This guy played tight end last year and now moved to running back.
Well, we know over the years that Olathe North running back spot, and that guy's got to be a guy that can catch the ball, run the ball, do it all, kind of all around running back.
And just waits for the hole to open, and again, a nice run by the Eagles running back, Blaze Adger. He is a pretty thick back, 5'10", 210, junior.
You should take a look there, almost like a little Le'Veon Bell, just kind of waiting for that hole to open up. And he's a big guy, like Kev just said. He can stay patient. He's going to be a tough guy to bring down tonight. 2nd
down and 3. The quarterback keeping it and running for a 1st down. J-Mo Sarver, who's excellent in the classroom as well. High GPA kid. Just bigger and stronger this year, and you can tell he's in control of this offense.
Yeah, we talk about the experience. I mean, he's a guy who's starting quarterback last year, so not the season that they wanted this year, but if you're looking for a guy to lead you deep in the playoffs, J-Mo Sarver is one of those guys that has the experience to do so.
There's Adger off the left edge. And another nice run as he's down inside the 30 near the 27-yard line. Another 1st-round run of 12 yards by Blaze Adger.
I think Adger was headed out of bounds here, but able to turn the corner, pick up a few extra yards there. And you're seeing this Olathe North running game starting to take shape here in this 1st drive.
Adger, not a blazer. That's a pun on his name, but he does have some long runs. He has a 62-yard run as J-Mo keeps it himself and get a nice gain on 1st down. 8.5 yards per carry for the quarterback for the Eagles.
Watch here how long that ball was in the belly of Adger before Sarver pulls it. That's experience right there. But you got to get that defensive end to make a decision.
Adger sliding his way up the field. Short run. It's going to be 3rd down. They're going to still need about 5 or 6. Making the stop there was Jake Molman. You saw his twin brother Luke carry the ball earlier. You got 3 sets of twins on this team, the Burtons, the Thompsons, and the Molmans. So get ready, dual names. As it's now 3rd down and 6 Eagles. First drive, they're going to pass it, and it's blown up. They go to Sam Simmons, and a nice read coming up from the secondary by the Hawks. As making the stop is Benji Burton.
And Simmons is one of those guys that Olathe North wants to get the ball into his hands. He's a fast guy, can make you miss, but good job right there, making that tackle in open field. It's going to lead to a 4th down here, 4th and long for Olathe North.
They don't try field goals, they just go for it on 4th down, so it doesn't matter the yardage. 4th and 11, they're going to throw down the field into the end zone. Pass is caught. Is he inbounds? No, he is out of bounds. The receiver, that is Smither, Cole Smither, could not get 1 foot down, and it sails incomplete. Ball over on down, so Olathe East.
Let's take a look here. J-Mo on the run. Good throw down the field. See the heel there. That's a great effort right there by Smithers. He just goes up. Kind of see him look down at the last second, see if he can get that foot down, but Oh, no, I'd like to see that on an instant replay. Maybe the toe got down, but it's a tough angle for the referee to get to. Because now both teams have drove down the field, good drives to start the game. Both defenses able to force both teams in turnover on downs.
Hawks take over at the 28-yard line with their wing tee, and a big run on a first down gainer is Molman. This is Luke Molman. You saw his twin brother earlier. So you got Luke and Jake Molman making a difference for this Hawks offense and defense. And now Luke with a big time run, 32 yards and a first down. People want to know about the Olathe East offense, the wing tee. They reverse out. They use a lot of ISO trips and buck sweeps. It's an old school offense, but when blocked right, it's effective. And this will be Jaden Scott coming back from an injury. And Scott injured earlier in the year, getting some totes.
Well, when you're running this type of offense, trying to make a deep run into the playoffs, you're going to need all those bodies you can. It's good to see Jaden Scott back. Get some carries for this team.
He had a leg injury earlier in the year and cleared to play, and got 7 yards. Second down and 3 now for the Hawks. Second drive of the game. Week 9 playoff game. You win, you advance on. You lose, and you'll be checking your equipment on Monday. And again, Scott with a first down run. Scott was a late injury clearance, because on the depth chart, he is not listed as a running back tonight.
Well, I saw when he got his first carry, Kevin was scrambling to see.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd seen him in the stat sheet, and he put up some big numbers, but they said he'd injured his leg. But I also found out from talking to coaches prior to the game that he'd been cleared and would be seeing some time in this running play. And another big chunk. This is Evan Stahl. Now, he lists as a tight end, so he's a big-bodied kid, 6'2", 238, but runs for a first down. So in this wing tee, a lot of different guys will get touches, and you get a big back like that. Rhodes finally able to ride him down, but another nice game, 15-yard chunk by Olathe East. And that is Evan Stoll, the junior, who they list as a tight end. From the 16, first and 10. This one not doing too much as Vance Provost, the Sam linebacker, goes down low and stops this play to a short gain. As running the ball was Molman that time.
And that's kind of the effectiveness on defense. You got to create piles up front. And it's a hat on a hat, but if you can create any sort of pile, you're going to slow down the running game. Right there, you saw the middle linebacker able to come up and create a pile. Short gain on first down.
Second down and 7. Play action. And the quarterback goes to the end zone low. Pass is intercepted, but now did he get underneath it? No, they say he did not get it. Rhodes was the guy trying to get the interception in the end zone. He's saying, as he pleads his case to the official, that he got his hands underneath, but it really looked like it hit the turf. I'm going to side with the officials here on this one. Well, here's another look. Johnny, you make the call in the end zone. Wow.
Hard to tell. It looks like originally he gets the arm underneath, but I think that ball kind of squirts out. And I think that's what the referee, I think that's what he saw.
Well, now it's third down and 7 after they said an incompletion and a run up the middle. And they go with Scott again. Let's go back to the interception or incomplete in the end zone. One more different look.
I think he caught it.
All right. Well, now it's fourth down and 1 after Scott ran the football. And once again, kickers are put on hold tonight as it'll be 4th down and 1, and the Hawks will go for it. And it's Molman. 1st down and a little bit more inside the 5, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Hawks. Coming in at 5-3, but they've lost 3 of their last 4, so they got off to a 3-0 start on the year, but competition got tougher. And last week lost at Mill Valley 48-17, but they feel like they could get hot here in the state playoffs. 6th seed in the East bracket. Last year they were a 3 seed. From the 4-yard line, 1st and goal, Hawks. 2nd drive of the game, and they'll pound the left side with Desmond Washington. He is a tall, wiry sophomore, 6'1", 170, and he gets about 2.3 yards per carry. So a lot of different guys running the football tonight for the Hawks. Shut down by Flood. Flood, by the way, his father, Pete Flood, former Olathe North coach who won a state title for the Eagles. Into the 1st quarter on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Start of the 2nd quarter as Chris McCartney looking for a defensive stand by his Eagles, as the Hawks will have it 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Trying to strike first in this Week 9 first round 6A state playoff game. Wing T offense, they go quarterback sneak with Cornell. And he is inside the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Cornell has run the ball very effectively thus far in this ball game. So now trying to get on the board first are the Hawks. 3rd down and goal inside the 1-yard line. Might be the same play. Nope. They'll run it and get it in with Luke Molman. His 4th touchdown run of the year. And the Hawks able to drive it down the field after they got a 4th down stop on Olathe North. And they strike first with 6 points here early 2nd quarter.
We've seen Olathe East just run the ball right down the field. We saw one pass attempt come up as an incomplete pass, so they're sticking to their guns, and right now it's working for them.
Cameron Spire to try the point after touchdown. And the kick on the way. And it's up and good. So 7-0 Olathe East. As they're able to drive the football. And score on this Molman touchdown run of 1 yard.
Again, the effectiveness of this running game sets up that short score. You got to give credit up front to those big guys. As they're working hard every single play, allowing these running backs to run free. If you take a look at this scoring drive.
Yeah, 72 yards after they stopped Olathe North on a 4th down play.
Again, we've covered a couple of the St. Thomas Aquinas games in the past few weeks and know how effective a running game could be, not only for your offense but also your defense. Those guys to get much needed breaks and have fresh legs when they get out there. So very important Olathe North has a good offensive drive here.
There's the rushing night for Luke Molman. As he gets some assistance from the trainer, and it'll be the Eagles to receive. And we've seen the Eagles score a lot of points this year, but they've given up a lot of points. There's Spire directionally kicking it short, but out of bounds, so the Eagles will get good field position at the 35-yard line. And we'll see J-Mo Sarver and the offense come out. Last drive, Johnny, they were able to move the ball but couldn't finish on that 4th down play.
Yeah, that's obviously something both teams, you talked about not being able to are not wanting to elect to kick a lot of field goals. So, you know, each drive's got to end up in the end zone, and that's sometimes not easy to do. Right there, I thought both teams had a good first drive of the game, but no points. We'll see if Olathe North can get it going on this second drive of the night.
Adger in the backfield at the right hip of the quarterback. Sarver. This will be Adger. Makes a man miss. And a nice first down run before he's finally wrapped up by the other Molman, Jake, the bandit. This will be a gain of 9, second down and 1. Blaze Adger.
Again, it's just a patient run, allowing his guys to get a hat on a hat. See Adger just working his way at that second, third level. Close to picking up a first down.
Molman, the leading tackler in the secondary for the Hawks, as Adger able to get a first down. 4-2-5 defense. They've had 15 takeaways, this Hawks defense. Josiah Young, the pass rusher. Leading tackler is Molman. They've got a very strong secondary, but Josiah Young is their big stud. When you talk to other coaches in the Sunflower League, the first guy they bring up is 55. And here's J-Mo Sarver, the quarterback. And the Eagles quarterback, a nice run on first down. But Josiah Young getting Division II and FBS looks. All-conference player. Strong kid, cleans, Johnny, 325. And the coach was really proud that when they were voting for captains, he said 100%. He was voted a captain. They usually never have that. He said he never had that happen in his career, but 55 warrants that, as Josiah Young, one of the big leaders for this Hawks defense.
Well, any coach will tell you if your best players, one of your best guys in the weight room, you're going to have a really solid program. And it sounds like he's a guy who leads by example and kind of takes that leadership role very seriously. I think sometimes, you know, these coaches look for these seniors to lead the team, and Josiah Young's one of those guys.
3rd down and 3 for the Eagles as they're near midfield, and their quarterback's going to take off and run. First down as he's finally tripped up on the play. That was Grant Pollock knocking his legs out from under him, but now Sarver a little shaken up, it looks like, as Pollock did go down low, but the quarterback for the Eagles able to get the first down.
Well, Sarver's a big guy. He's not easy to take down, and he runs the ball very effectively. See Pollock just go down and make that tackle.
And Olathe East will take a timeout. First timeout of the first half, and the game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is proud to support Kansas City high school athletics. Kevin White, Johnny Beck, and Bethany Bowman at CBAC, as they call it, the College Boulevard Activity Complex in Olathe. Across the street is Olathe Northwest. So this is a Olathe East home game, as they are the higher seed as the 6th seed, taking on the 11th seed of Olathe North. And there you see, Johnny, is the setup. And the winner of this game will take on either Shawnee Mission Northwest or Shawnee Mission South. Bad news is, if you get Shawnee Mission Northwest, East and North both lost to the Cougars earlier in the regular season. But if you're wondering, Gardner Edgerton is the #1 seed in the East bracket as far as the seeds go in 6A, and Blue Valley West is the 2 seed, and they're kind of the chalk picks.
And Olathe Northwest won last night against Olathe South, so they've moved on already.
Yeah, and then on the west side, you've got Derby and Manhattan as the top 2 seeds. Derby 1, Manhattan 2 as undefeated teams. 1st and 10, Adger running short side. And jumping on his back there and making the stop. That is Talon Sonikin, the Sam linebacker. And Sonikin, Meadows, linebackers for this 4-2-5 defense. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Eagles trying to even things up here in the 2nd quarter after giving up a rushing touchdown to Molman. Play action, and Sarver will tuck and run. Grabbed around his leg there. And making the stop was Widener, the defensive lineman. They say he is their most improved player, a guy that didn't play much as a junior, now is a two-way starter on the O-line and the D-line for Olathe East.
Yeah, he's a stud baseball player and good-looking kid. Glad that he was able to get out there on the football field. Like you said, Kev, he's playing both sides of the ball. Definitely a late bloomer, but good to have him out here.
3rd down and 4, the spin move, and Adger still short of the 1st down. As he is wrapped up on the play. Holden Meadows there, linebacker. Now 4th down and 2 facing the Eagles. They'll go for it.
You see the spin move there, thinking he's going to get it picked up. It's a good sure tackle by Holden Meadows. Able to bring him down. Looks like about 1.5 yards short, maybe 2 full yards here.
For 1 on 4th down plays, as here's Adger, and he is stuffed off the left side. And Olathe East again with a 4th down stop, coming up big and shutting it down. Devion Murray clogging things up as East takes over on downs.
Yeah, just nowhere for Adger to run to. You see Big Murray just kind of clogged the lane. You see Holden Meadows come up with the big play, but yeah, it was Murray kind of fighting off that block. Adger just nowhere to run. Good stop by Olathe East.
So they take over at their own 31-yard line. Cornell on the offense, leading 7-0. 1st and 10 for the wing T. Quarterback reading right there and running for a 10-yard gain. It's right near the stake here. Let's see if they spot him a little short with the slide. Looks like he'll be 2nd down and 1.
But they've definitely scouted something that they like here, because now that's 3 times that play's basically gone for a 1st down. And he's really getting up the middle untouched.
Yeah, he's just reversing out, and they have found a seam in the Olathe North defense. And the quarterback is taking advantage. 2nd down and short. And this running play by Evan Stahl, who lists as a tight end but can run the football, and he'll run for the 1st down. And this is a big body guy.
Well, you saw that initial contact, and he just went right through that defender, picking up extra 5 yards after contact. This big, strong kid able to move the pile forward anytime he's getting the ball.
Stahl, a very good student, high GPA kid. Wants to potentially be an engineer, and Coach Porter went to Missouri S&T down in Rolla, and they're trying to get him to go there. As this running play by Milo Burton. So you got the Burton twins, Milo and Benji. Tackle on the play for Olathe North by Taggart Murphy, the Will linebacker. He's one of their top tacklers, coming in with 50 total tackles. Take a look at Coach Porter. Played some professional ball in the XFL, indoor football. Been a software engineer in the Marines. Had a diversified coaching background. This running play is a big one for Milo Burton. Finally ridden down by Flood. Milo's a big back. Milo, he lists at 6'3", 185, a junior, and 12-yard gain and a 1st down for the Hawks.
Yeah, it's just that quick hitter with that wing coming in motion. See the athleticism of Burton there, able to pick up good yards and almost broke it for a touchdown.
5.7 yards per carry. Also can catch the ball, has 6 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. And this running play not doing too much for Washington. As he is wrapped up in play by Provost. Provost, they say, is their strongest guy as far as pound for pound weight room guy. 5'9", 170, but really moved the weights around. Second down and 9. Hawks with a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Molman, your only score in the game. Trying to get more after a 4th down stop. This is Molman. Nice power run by Luke Molman. What a second effort run. As he's close to another first down. Luke Molman, 5'9", 166 pounds. And really popping the pads. Listen in. Great audio by our crew there as Molman makes it 3rd down and 1. Quick pass to the outside. It's caught by Grant Pollock, their fastest guy, as he's knocked off his feet by Rhodes. And a flag down. It's a 1st down catch and run by Grant Pollock. Let's see what the flag's all about.
Illegal helmet contact on the defense. Hazardous at the end of the run. Result of the play is a 1st down.
Now Pollock with the catch and the run, and they're saying a shot to the helmet of the quarterback by Rhodes. The Olathe North coaching staff just to our right strongly disagrees with the call. The walls aren't thick enough. Let's just say that. It'll be 1st and goal after the penalty yardage is walked off. And this running play is a good one. As the Hawks powering near the goal line with Jaden Scott. And I think he's going to be just a little bit short. It'll be 2nd down and goal. And well, I think we've all seen the Philadelphia Eagles tush push. We're getting a hawk push here as Scott kind of gets clogged up here, and then his offensive linemen come and push him a little further.
We saw that technique, just kind of turn your back into the defender and just push him back, and you see those blue jerseys, that extra push. Probably gave it an extra 3 to 4 yards there. 2nd down now from the 1-yard line, and Olathe East is in no hurry to snap this football.
Nope, they'll give it off to Jaden Scott, and he punctures the right side. Touchdown, Olathe East, another 1-yard touchdown run. And it is now 13-0 Hawks. And again, Johnny, after a 4th down stop, they drive it down the field and convert a short touchdown run. And this time it's a 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden Scott.
I think we've seen 5 different people carry the ball for Olathe East, so they came out here, they wanted to establish the run often and early, and they've done that. No real reason to go away from the running game right now as they're able to control the clock and get points on the board.
Cam Spire with another extra point up and through. It's good. It's now 14-0 Hawks on top, so the 6th seed. With a couple of rushing touchdowns here in the 1st half.
Just a simple run play from the 1-yard line. Good to see Scott back out there as he's really, looks like he's enjoying himself back on the football field. It's tough when you get injured early on in the year and got to watch your teammates grind it out, but I'm sure his teammates are happy for him. As you look at there, 9 plays, 69 yards, and 4:48 off the clock. So 2 long scoring drives, eating up a lot of that clock. It feels like Olathe East is in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, 72 yards and a touchdown by Molman, 69 yards and a touchdown by Scott. And now the Eagles down by 2 touchdowns. Under 3 to play before Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. And here's Spire with another directional kick, but we get whistles as the ball is kicked down the field. Flag down. And it is offsides on Olathe East, so they'll kick from the 35 instead of the 40. There is your referee tonight, Brian Mose, Phil Tomat, Ty Ritter, Pete Canizero, and Chris Cooper making out your officiating crew set up by the Kansas State High School Activities Association.
Two minutes and 50 seconds. Two
So
minutes,
the clock
50 seconds.
ran off 14 seconds. They're asking the clock operator to put it back to 2:50, and we will kick again 5 yards back for Olathe East. Again, it's a running kick. Fielded at the 29-yard line. And the Eagles with a nice return. As that was Sam Simmons, one of their dynamic wide receivers. Guy that's getting college looks by D1 schools. And now you're Olathe North, Johnny. You don't panic here, but you'd like to get something going offensively. We've seen them move the ball effectively, but get stopped on 4th down plays.
Yeah, they get the ball to start the second half, so they can get some points on the board. They're putting themselves right back into the game, but also this isn't one of those do-or-die possessions here. A good starting field position, like see them take advantage of that. Just got to make sure that using your time wisely, you still have 3 timeouts.
15-yard kickoff return, so good field position. Here's Adger. And Adger gets wrapped up by Josiah Young. Flexing those biceps. Say he's the strongest guy on the team. And he wraps up the Olathe North running back and takes him down hard.
It's a great job by the Olathe East defensive line, not allowing any run lanes for Adger.
Sarver with a slant, and it's caught by Simmons just across midfield. A gain of about 6. It's going to be 3rd down. They're going to still need about 3-4 yards. Are the Eagles. Sam Simmons' dad played at Northwestern. He's the director of activities for the KCK Public Schools. And it's again Simmons the catch and the takeoff as he's down near the 30-yard line, shaken up on the play. Pollock able to take him down, but Simmons a little slow to get up after he took that shot to his quad muscle.
Yeah, it looked like he took a helmet just to the side of the knee, and anybody that's taking a helmet to the thigh or the knee knows.
20 yards, though, Johnny, on this slant pass.
Well, he's a guy you get in open space. I mean, he's going to beat you one-on-one. The kid's a heck of an athlete. You talked about his dad. Ended up playing a little bit in the NFL as well for the Miami Dolphins. Simmons is a multi-sport kid, really good basketball player. I think he'll thrive at the next level playing football, though, as you see the capability in the open field.
Yeah, big-time schools like Tulsa and Memphis looking at this kid.
He's got the speed.
He leads the team in catches, yardage, touchdowns, and this could be a big loss if he's not able to return. You're losing your top wide receiver if you're Olathe North.
Yeah, hopefully it's just one of those things where you just need just a little bit of time. Let's let the pain subside a little bit. You see there 4 receptions, 20 yards.
Well, he is probably one of their fastest guys, too, 4.6 in the 40s. So you're losing a high-level athlete, as Johnny mentioned. Now from the 31st and 10. Clock rolling under 2 minutes. Play action. Sarver looking for the deep ball, and it's broken up in the end zone. Targeting Smither, but Milo Burton with some good coverage for the Hawks, able to jar it free, incomplete.
So Milo Burton with the big rush for the offense on the last drive, and right here you see him make the big play. And it looked like Sarver had his guy over the top. Burton just comes in here at the last second, gets his hand in there.
Yeah, his left hand knocked it free. 2nd down and 10. Sarver's pass, high and incomplete. And again, that time they were looking for the wide receiver down the field, but
Josiah Young introduced himself in the backfield there and forced Sarver to get rid of that ball.
I think it was Ben Stone who they were targeting, but yeah, he had to get rid of it and sailed it high. Now 3rd down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Adger finds a crease, spinning his way, and he's got a 1st down. 11-yard run by Blaze Adger.
They're going to hurry up and get right back onto this ball. Still got the 3 timeouts.
Here's Adger. Wrapped up by Widener. Not much doing. Let's see if they burn the timeout. And it looks like they will. Olathe North takes their 1st timeout. As you take a look at Trevor Widener, Johnny mentioned good all-around athlete, but they say he really has improved as a player after not really playing that much. Last year, he got behind some older players on the team as far as, getting down on the depth chart, and didn't see much time, but stayed with it, and he's back out there playing on both sides of the ball. As see the Olathe North coaches going to the erase board there, trying to decide what play they want out of the timeout on 2nd down and 10.
You've got a little bit over a minute. You've got 2 timeouts. You're inside the 20-yard line. Obviously, you're in no hurry, but they're not going to elect to kick a field goal, so you're going to have to finish this drive in the end zone. And what a huge score this would be for Olathe North to put points on the board right before half, knowing you're getting the ball coming out 2nd half as well.
That was Coach Mickens and Coach McCartney kind of going over things there. Monte Mickens trying to figure out what they want to call here on 2nd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Eagles trailing 14-0 in this Week 9 first-round playoff game. Swing it to Adger. And again, the defense right there shutting him down. That's Luke Molman as the nickel man, and Widener there as well. Also Billy Anderson, number 66, junior, one of their top tacklers. Coming up on nearly 50 tackles on the year as we get another quick timeout.
I think, you're going to have to put the ball in the air if you're going to get a score here. You got Cole Smither. We saw him almost pull down a touchdown catch earlier, so we know he's able to go up and get the ball.
Yeah, the Eagles burn their 2nd timeout, so they'll be down to 1 timeout. It's going to be 3rd down. They still need 7 yards. Down and 7. As quarterback rolling and throwing wide and incomplete for Smither, as that pass was behind him near the goal line. Now 4th down.
Looked like he had Smither coming out of his break, but Sarver not able to get the ball to him.
Throwing across his body, and there were two receivers in the area. Eagles can't connect. That was Naidu, the tight end, that was also there. But fourth down, saying a long 7, short 8. They'll go for it. Fourth down has not been kind to the Eagles tonight as they throw, and the pass is caught inside the 5-yard line. A flag is down. Smither with the catch. And you see a lot of pointing going on in the secondary. What do we have here? Would be a 1st and goal. But is it offensive pass interference on Olathe North?
Pass interference on the defense.
Nope.
That penalty's declined.
Call it on the defense.
I think there was a little early contact there, but Smither was able to still get that ball. Again, very similar to the play before in terms of the route by Smither. Just working his way back to that front pylon.
So it's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Under a minute to go before halftime. Adger on a cutback, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Olathe North. 3-yard rushing touchdown, Blaze Adger. He now has 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles right back in it here late 2nd quarter. So after the Eagles convert a 4th down and let's call it 8, they're able to cash a rushing touchdown with Adger. And the PAT try by Jokeris coming up. And it's up and through. 14-7 ball game just before halftime. First round Class 6A action.
Remember, this drive was set up with the good kickoff return by Sam Simmons, giving this Olathe North team good field position. So Olathe North offense able to take full advantage. Kevin said big pass play on 4th and 8 to set up the short scoring run by Adger. And Olathe North right back into this game as they will receive that kickoff for the second half.
11 plays, 56 yards. Simmons got the good kickoff return. Had a couple of good catches, then left with a looked like a leg injury. So hopefully he'll be able to return to the ball game. Adger cashes from 3 yards out. And we've got a new ball game here in week 9. As there's the rushing night for Adger. Comes in averaging 105. He's had 4 100-yard games on his way to another 100-yard game tonight.
I've seen both teams run the ball very effectively tonight. So it makes for a quick first half, which we're all okay with.
Speak for yourself, Johnny. And a squib kick down the field. And returning it for Olathe East will be Benji Burton. Benji and Milo. You got the Thompson twins. You've got the Molman twins. So you got 3 sets of twins on this Olathe East squad. And now, if you're Olathe East, do you just take a knee here, Johnny, and say, hey, we'll take a 7-point lead into the halftime locker room? Or
yeah, I mean, I would say if you had a field goal kicker that, kick a 40-yarder, I think you could try and get to that line. But I think with 2 timeouts, 30 seconds, we'll try and take this to halftime with the lead.
And they'll throw to the outside. And the pass is complete. And they complete this pass to their tall wide
Olathe
receiver.
East, the final timeout of the half.
That is
operator.
Cade
Please put 24
Allholm,
seconds.
6'4". And he's a youngster, only a sophomore. So we get a timeout. And yeah, no big-time kickers in this game, so don't expect any long field goal attempts. These teams would prefer to go for it, as we've seen throughout the first half. Go for it on 4th down.
I think if you can, pick up 20, 25 yards, give yourself an opportunity to throw a Hail Mary. Saw it work last Sunday with the Washington Commanders, so maybe that's in the back of the minds of the Olathe East offensive coaches here. Just give us an opportunity to throw that ball up. Probably still need another 20 yards to get that heave into the end zone. We got one timeout, though.
So the Hawks at 24 seconds before halftime, leading 14-7. Olathe East near midfield has one timeout left, and they're going to throw, and this pass is caught. This is their top wide receiver, Carter Gooding.
So the clock will stop until they get the down marker set.
It's at 16.8 until they, as they mentioned, set the chain gang. Clock is restarted, and now looks like the quarterback for Olathe East is upset. And now they're repositioning the ball at the 40-yard line. And the clock at 14 seconds, and they restart the clock, and now the officials are blowing the clock dead.
Put 14.3 seconds on the clock. Start the play clock on my whistle. Do not start the clock.
So they're going to add time, put it at 14.3, and wait for Brian Most to signal the clock back in play. Cornell fires down the field, incomplete. That was intended for Carter Gooding, number 6. And the clock down to 10.5 seconds.
You've got 2 plays here. You've still got a timeout, so think about 2 20-yard plays. It's basically enough to give yourself an opportunity to throw that ball in the end zone, finish the half.
Hawks still have one timeout left. And Cornell, plenty of time to survey down the field. Nice diving catch there by Gooding for a first down, 11 yards gain. And the clock at 4 seconds. And we'll get our final timeout by Olathe East.
Olathe East, their third and final timeout of the half.
It's a nice catch by Carter Gooding.
He's almost sitting down as he catches this ball. It's a good job of getting those hands wrapped around it. When you put yourself now in position to put that ball in the end zone, a lot of things can happen here. You got to make sure if you're Olathe North, you're just trying to bat the ball down to the ground. You don't want the ball to get stuck in the air. You don't want to try and tackle anybody.
Looks like they're going to send out their kicker, Spire. He is a 47-yard long kicker. So he has connected from 47 in a game. In practice, coach is saying he can hit from about 50. So we're
about 46 and a half.
Yeah, this is we're maxing out here for Spire as he tries to get 3 points before the halftime break. They say 50 in practice to win, if there is any, a little bit at his back. Kick away and going to come up short, no good. So that'll take us to halftime with the Hawks leading the Eagles 14-7 in this Week 9 Kansas Class 6A state playoff game. As the Field goal coming up a little short for Spire. And they've actually put 1 second back on the clock, and Olathe North will have it. So they put 1 second on the stadium clock. And the Eagles will have to run a play. Yeah, actually they're saying 0.1. So less than a second. So we will run one play with the Eagles. Johnny mentioned the Eagles will have the ball with the third quarter kick. Running play, Adger running toward his sideline and gets kind of horse collared down there, it looks like, by Billy Anderson. Flag is down.
Personal foul. Horse collar on the defense. 15 yards to the end of the run. We'll have one untimed down.
Yep, pretty clear right there, getting the hand underneath that shoulder pad there.
But Adger able to get his legs out. You see the guys, get their legs caught in the turf and get ripped down. You see all kinds of knee and ankle injuries. Man, it's such a dangerous kind of tackle, but Adger able to get those feet out and be saved an injury after the 15-yard walk-up, 42-yard line, and this will be Rhodes. He'll run it out on his sideline near midfield, and that'll be the final play of the second quarter, as it's a 14-7 ball game. The 6th seed leading the 11th seed. Olathe East leading Olathe North in this city rivalry game. Battle of two Sunflower League teams. A lot of rushing. Seen some fourth down stops, but the Eagles right back in it with a late second quarter score by Blaze Adger, a 3-yard touchdown run. So this should be an interesting second half as the teams head to the halftime locker rooms here at Seaback. 14-7, Olathe East, as we check in with Bethany and the coach.
Coach, both teams wanting to do damage on the ground. How can your defense continue to be effective?
They're pretty fast back there, and that quarterback's a run threat. We got to keep them both in between the tackles if we can.
And offensively, we've seen you with success running the ball. Will that continue in the second?
Stick with it. We got to stay with our ground game and try to keep it between the tackles as well.
Good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it.
Coach Porter and Olathe East leading 14-7 at halftime. Coming back with Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum News. And the fans getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Let's check in with Bethany as she talked to Chris McCartney, the head coach of Olathe North.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I talked with Coach McCartney. He said he'd like to see his team be a little more hungry here in this second half. Feels like they didn't quite finish things that they started. Obviously, we saw some stalled drives there where he felt like they could put some more points on the board. I did want to point out as well that this Olathe North team has been in several close matchups this season. There was a stretch during the season they lost 3 straight games. They were all by 1 score or less, including a 1-point loss. Later in the season, they then won a 1-point contest. And so this team's been in this situation. If it does come down to a 1-score game, I feel like they're battle tested. That might fare them well, but they do get the ball back to start the half. And so we'll see if they can be a little more hungry on this opening drive.
All right, thanks, Bethany. Yeah, it's a young team for Olathe North, and that's what Coach McCartney said. We've had trouble finishing games. They're still trying to figure it out, but they've lost 3 of their last 5. 3-5 their record as they go to the dry erase board again to figure out what they want to do offensively as they'll get the football to start the third quarter. The kick goes into the end zone for a touchback, so East decides to kick long this time, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Jamo, Sarver, and the Eagles offense. We've seen them run the football effectively with Sarver and Adger. And I feel like that's going to be the recipe here in the third quarter. Is keep the ball in 12 and number 2's hands.
Yeah, I mean, slow start in terms of putting points on the board. They did move the football up and down the field, but definitely gave themselves a lot of confidence getting that touchdown right before half, knowing you're going to get the ball back, start this second half, see if they can't continue that momentum.
Sarver, design quarterback run, finds a crease, gets a block down the field, and he's out near the 40-yard line. Make it the 41, 21-yard rush on a first down play by Jamo Sarver.
Can you go back? It's a design quarterback run. See those big guys keeping a hat on a hat. Sarver able to read those blocks, pick up big yards there on first down.
Leland Barth, a good block on Josiah Young, kind of sprung him, and here's Adger, and he is shut down on the play. Going down low is Widener, and he stuffs this play. It'll be a tackle for a loss for Trevor. And it'll be second down and long, second down and 11.
You see Trevor just staying low. Hit Adger behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle for loss. Again, he's one of those guys. He's active up front. He's athletic. He's going to beat you with speed and quickness.
Running short side is the quarterback, and not much running room for Jamo there as he ends up in his bench area. And now it's going to be a third down and long facing the Eagles.
You see a little frustration there as he's getting up. I think the East does a good job of stringing it out to the sideline. No cutback lanes there for Sarver. Forcing Olathe North into a third and long situation here.
Sonican, the Sam linebacker, made the last stop. Third down and long as Sarver rolling, throwing, completing, and it's not going to be enough. Finding Naidu, the tight end. Ethan makes the catch, gets wrapped up by Benjamin Burton. Benji Burton with a nice open field stop, fourth down for the Eagles.
You see the good open field tackle there, getting low, making sure no extra yards getting picked up there. Burton finishes that tackle. We'll see our first punt of the game.
Fourth down and 6, punting unit out. Now that is Sarver, their quarterback, as their punter. He averages 37.4 yards per punt, left-footed punter. And taken at the 15-yard line, breaking a tackle, and a nice return by Carter Gooding, as it's a 41-yard punt, and Gooding with a nice return. And the Jack Cornell and the offense coming out. Jack Cornell. Also, a nice honor. It's not easy to do, folks, but he is an Eagle Scout. A lot of work involved in that. And young man put in the time and the effort, and he is an Eagle Scout and a senior. Jack Cornell, quarterback, Olathe East. Wing T offense, split backs. You got a wing to the right. And run it with Molman. And he does a good job of keeping his pad level low and continuing to grind those feet, and gets a nice first down run, about 8 yards. Luke Molman has a rushing touchdown in this ball game. He got the first score of the game.
That's one of the things you notice with all these Olathe East ball carriers, keeping both hands on the football, keeping those shoulders out in front, not allowing the defenders any opportunity to get that ball out.
Molman this time. Not much running room. It's going to be third down. He did not get the first down. It was 2nd and 2, but it looks like it's going to be like third down and 1 for Olathe East. And Coach Porter, native of St. Louis, played his high school ball at Hazelwood East. He's a multi-sport athlete there. We're going to college at Missouri S&T in Rolla. And college football there. Third down and short. Hawks plow forward, first down. That is Luke Molman. He is taken down there by Barth. And new set of downs. Let's see. Josiah Young playing on that offensive line. Last year, he did not play on the offensive line. They talked to him and said, Josiah, you're such an elite athlete. We need you on the defensive line, and we need you on the offensive line. But one caveat, you're going to have to switch your number because you were 44 last year. That's not going to do it for an offensive lineman. He had to jump his number up to 55 to go play right tackle on their offensive line. As we've got a player down for Olathe North. Got a shoe issue for Keegan Wright. He's taking care of it, and we're back to playing football. 1st and 10 from the 36 for the Hawks. Leading 14-7, third quarter. Trying to get their first win since 2017 against Olathe North. This is Stahl, the big back, for a couple, and then he's pushed back. Evan Stahl, 238. Talked to the Olathe North coaches. I said, when's the last time you lost to Olathe East? And Coach McCartney immediately goes to 2017. He said 2018 first, then he dropped back and said, wait a minute, it was 2017. I know that because my son, Connor, was on Olathe East. So he knows exactly the last time they lost, but it was kind of a bittersweet win. Is this running play taking off big time for Desmond Washington as he got a huge hole off the right side, and the upright Eric Dickerson type runner Desmond Washington with the neck roll. He kind of looks like Eric Dickerson. You got to throw back old school there, and able to get a nice run there. Coach Super in our broadcast booth, the former Olathe East basketball coach, stopping in. First and 10, Hawks setting up the wing tee. And again, it's Desmond Washington, both hands on the ball, powers the left side. And a nice run. This is what the Hawks did in the first half, Johnny. Multiple backs, a lot of guys getting touches, and they're just dominating on the offensive line. And mentioned Olathe North, a younger offensive line, has struggled this year, and looked like Olathe East winning the battle on the offensive line.
Yeah, you got fresh legs you're constantly putting in there. And so Washington getting his first carries of the game in the second half. You see Jaden Scott get his, Milo Burton get his, obviously Jack Cornell in the moment. So plenty of guys touching the ball for this Olathe East offense.
This is Milo Burton with a huge run as he takes it down near the 25-yard line. 23 yards on the return, or the run by Milo Burton.
You see Josiah Young, he's just pulling all the way around, taking guys out left and right. Sure, he might get a carry later on.
Well, that's what they wanted. They did not play him last year on their offensive line. They had a guy that ended up going to the Big Ten in Minnesota, Brett Carroll, who's redshirted there. So he was a big-time college recruit, all-state player. But Josiah, I don't know, Johnny, you take another look at that run. Luke Molman on the last carry. It looked like guys were like, uh-oh, here comes 55. Do we want to take him on? And you got to make business decisions if you're going to take on number 55 running full speed down the field, Josiah Young.
Well, and you could see Josiah Young just keeping his head on a swivel. You know, he's looking to take out anybody. And not a guy you want to get matched up one-on-one with.
Second down and 4, and this is again Molman. Guy looks like he's about 2 feet off the ground when he's running, and Looks like he's got another first down run for Olathe East. Luke Molman. Molman has 4 touchdowns on the year, averaging 55 yards per game, so he's over his average here in the third quarter.
Another long drive here for this Olathe East offense is just keeping the clock running, just picking up first downs in no hurry, getting up to the ball. As you see the play clock, under 10 seconds, almost every snap.
Well, this was the fear of the Eagles, as here's the big guy, Evan Stull, and he's wrapped up by Naidu. Battle of tight ends. Naidu is the Olathe North tight end and also defensive end, and taking on Evan Stull. But I think the Eagles were worried about their defensive line holding up and slowing down this wing T offense.
You know, it's
now they've been on the field a lot.
There you go, and it's one thing, you know, to give up the yards, but to have all these snaps out there in the first half, you know, over 30 snaps on defense and already 10 snaps in the second half. Start to see Olathe East start to flex their muscles a little bit.
Jaden Scott for a short gain. Wyatt Flood came up and looked like he was blitzing from the secondary, shut him down for a short gain. He leads the team in tackles on the season, does Wyatt Flood, averaging 10 tackles per game. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Clock winding down. Cornell does get the play off. Rolling, throwing to the end zone, and it's caught. And it is a touchdown. That is Grant Pollock. Just ripped that bullet out of the air about a yard deep in the end zone, and it is an Olathe East touchdown pass. As Grant Pollock, one of the speedsters on this team, able to reel in a fastball, and it is a touchdown for Olathe East, Aspire in for the PAT.
Yeah, you want to talk about a guy going to get a football.
Yeah, that one, it was high, had a lot of RPMs on it, and Pollock able to reel it in for the touchdown.
Go back to the play action here. Just kind of see him go pluck that football at its highest point. Great job by Pollock to going to get that ball. You see Cornell just throws the strike. See, right before he catches it, he's down on the ground. So that's a good job by Cornell, keeping his eyes on the field, trusting his receiver to get up. It was almost like he deked the defender out of the play, thinking that he wasn't going to get back into it. But you talk about these scoring drives tonight. This one, 12 plays, 76 yards, 6:36 off the clock. Capped off by that 14-yard touchdown pass, Jack Cornell to Grant Pollock. And again, it's these long drives that Olathe East has been able to sustain, not only, but put points on the board as well.
It's 3 receiving touchdowns now for Pollock. Been a terror on the kickoff returns with 4 kickoff returns for a touchdown this year. It's a big number as this kick by Spire will be returned from the goal line. Looked like he was in the end zone. The official says, nope, play on. And it'll be returned out to the 29-yard line. A flag late on the play after the return by Jeremiah Rhodes.
During the return, illegal block in the back by the return team. 10 yards from the end of the run, first down.
So that'll wave off a good return by Rhodes. And the Eagles and their quarterback J-Mo Sarver will be backed up back to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, Eagles down now 21-7. It's been a roller coaster year for the Eagles. As Bethany mentioned, they've had some close losses, high-scoring games. And this running play for Adger, not doing too much. Gain of 1 to the 21, but I think people, when they saw Olathe North, who last year was a 2 seed, sitting at an 11 seed, they were like, whoa. Team that's got 8 state titles, 7 Simone Awards. Big time program as they'll throw it out and find Naidu, the tight end. He is blown down. Whistle blew him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, and he'll need a couple of yards.
Let's go, defense!
This is a program that's won a lot of games. And nobody has more Simones than they do with 7. Rocker's second with 5. Last one coming, Arlen Bruce IV, back in 2019 for the Eagles, as now it'll be throwing for it on 3rd down and short and over the shoulder, the catch by Smither. A perfect ball thrown down the field by J-Mo Sarver, and it's an explosive play for the Eagles as they hit the long bomb down the field, 47 yards.
Yeah, and it's just quick hitches for all these wide receivers, and Smither, I see Sarver not in a good position, just turns it upfield. Sarver with the good throw. Good pitch and catch there. Good pickup for Olathe North.
Swing pass to Adger. Flag is down, but what a nice catch there by Smither, but we got a flag down after the swing pass to Adger.
Illegal block in the back by the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 1st step.
Let's go back to the long 3rd down pass here, Johnny.
And again, that's just Smither and Sarver kind of ad-libbing it there as there was nothing underneath open.
1st down and long pass. This one, Naidu, the tight end, making the catch. Tight ropes the sidelines. Nice catch and run by Ethan Naidu, the junior tight end, 6'2", 220. And it is a 1st down catch and run by Naidu.
Yeah, we know this Olathe North team can put the ball in the air and have success. Sarver's got 16 touchdown passes on the year, only 1 interception. So a little bit of success through the air right now for Olathe North.
Quarterback keeping. This is Sarver, and he's able to dance down the field and go out of bounds near the 10-yard line. J-Mo is a very good runner, 8.5 yards per carry. He's had 200-yard games. So this guy definitely a dual threat, as Johnny mentioned. I mean, he could really just drop one in the bucket on that long throw to Smither, but he is a very good runner of the football. He got 5, 2nd down and 5 Eagles. Here's Adger, and whoa, my goodness, that is Josiah Young. And he came from the backside, Johnny, and he got his money's worth on this tackle.
Yeah, the running back had no idea he was getting chased down, as you see here. Young finishing off that tackle in the backfield. Talk about the athleticism. He's got that speed to work down the line and catch a running back from behind.
No gain, 3rd down and 5. Here's Adger again, tripped up, and he falls forward. There's a flag down as he's going to be spotted near the 12. Only a gain of 3, but once again, the flag is critical.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
that'll hurt Coach McCartney's team as they're facing still a 4th down and short, but yeah, it's going to be now 3rd down, and they're going to need about, it's like 14 from the side angle view here. Maybe the PA announcer, Kevin Bosworth, just said 3rd down and 15. Yeah. Scoreboard saying 3rd down and 13, so everybody's throwing the yardages into the hat.
And to me, it looks
like 3rd down and long,
down
Johnny. Yeah.
14.
Yeah, okay. Johnny, oh, there's Johnny, and they moved it back even farther now. So it's 3rd down and long, and now Sarver going to throw to the end zone. Too tall, incomplete. Looking for Jeremiah Rhodes. Now it's going to be 4th down. A lot of blue shirts in the area. Sarver and the offense going to stay out there on 4th down and long, as they always will go for it.
You see the receiver trying to get body position here, almost boxing out. That's Jeremiah Rhodes. Almost able to pull that ball in. Coverage down the field by Olathe East.
Still got a couple of ticks left in the quarter, despite the clock that you're seeing on the screen. And this will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Throwing to the end zone, and it's broken up, incomplete. As coming over is Luke Molman, the nickel corner, able to get his hands on it, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter as you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters as we get ready for the start of the 4th quarter, and a touchdown pass in the 3rd quarter, a big one for Olathe East of 14 yards to Grant Pollock by their quarterback Jack Cornell is a big difference maker after a stop. Olathe North now 1 for 4 on 4th downs, and here's Jaden Scott ripping up yardage for Olathe East to start play in the 4th quarter. Scott has a touchdown run, and this offense has run the football effectively tonight with this wing tee, and we've seen a multitude of backs tonight, Johnny. We've seen Stoll run it, we've seen Desmond Washington, Molman, and Jaden Scott. And the bottom line is all have been effective tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is your biggest asset, is a lead in the 4th quarter, being able to run the football. I mean, we've seen Jack Cornell. He's probably got 30 yards on the ground.
I kind of sold him short. Yeah, he started the game with some good rushing. Here's Jaden Scott with another power run as he runs across midfield. What a run here, 23 yards for Jaden Scott. You got to pull for this guy at an injury earlier and got healthy late in the year, and now he's toting the rock effectively for the Hawks.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Sometimes those injuries, you know, they're tough on the player, but being able to come back for the start of the playoffs, it might be that burst that they need. And right there you see fresh legs, able to pick up big yards after contact, and Scott's having a heck of a game.
First and 10 for the Hawks as their running game with their wing tee. They got 3 backs in the backfield. And once again, this offense, a wing tee. They'll run it about 65% of the time. See the quarterback reverse out. We've seen that be a very effective play. They run ISO, trip. They buck sweep. And it's just a little bit different than the flex bone that you've seen with the likes of a Gardner Edgerton or St. Thomas Aquinas. But it's old school football, and they like to run it. They are running it effectively here at Seaback tonight on week 9. Scott again, tripped up. Works his way for 4 yards.
Again, you'll see this Olathe East offense take their time getting in the huddle, milking that play clock all the way down, as close to 0 as they can. Just trying to keep the ball in their possession.
Third down and 2, Hawks leading 21-7. Have a couple of rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. Washington, and it's going to be close as he got either tripped or lost his footing and just kind of fell right to the first down marker.
Well, they're going to put it right at it, and they're going to have to come out and measure this.
Well, now they're saying he's a little bit short, it looks like.
Yeah, the bottom official had him about 6 inches short. The top official had him about 6 inches that he got it, and they went with the bottom official, so we'll see.
They're going to bring the chain gang in.
It's going to be pretty close here. We haven't seen Olathe East punt the football tonight, so.
It's a pretty good chunk there they're going to need. 4th down, almost a yard.
Let's go, Hogs!
Josiah Young leading the offensive line at right tackle spot. Here we go, 4th down. This is a big play for the Olathe North Eagles if they can get a stop. Instead, it's Cornell off the left side and a first down Hawks. Yes, the offensive line did their job and Cornell able to take advantage. You've seen him running the football very effectively tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen this offense have very many negative plays. Done a really good job of just moving the football forward. 3rd down conversions at a high rate. And you don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of turnovers this year. A +4 in turnover ratio. Here's Washington, the upright running back. Taken down by Malasaiwu. Big number 95 is a 295-pound sophomore. It's one of their future stars. But I said, Coach, that one I'm going to have a pronunciation on. Malasaiwu. Okay. Washington, after a gain of a couple of yards, will hit the sidelines and get some fresh backs in the game. Quick hitter, and it opens up for Jaden Scott. Tripped up right at the 20-yard line. Jaden Scott saw the end zone there in his front view and just got tripped up, or he might have taken that to the house down to the 16. 17 yards and a first down for the Hawks as they continue to dominate on the ground game tonight. Great job by the band at halftime. And now trying to see their Hawks football team advance into the second round of the state football playoffs. Washington. Couple of yards. Wyatt Flood brought him down. This offense just grinds on
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, fresh bodies, fresh ball carriers. Offensive line does a really good job of getting a hat on a hat. It's definitely frustrating if you're on the Olathe North defensive side. He's just been able to control the clock.
Just can't get off the field, and now here's a pass, and it's incomplete. Looked like Jaden Scott was in the area. And now we've got a late flag, it looks like.
Well, you had 14 and 3 going at it. Should be offsetting here.
after the play was over. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the offense. That down counted, third down.
So they call it on Olathe East, and that'll back them all the way to the 29-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty. That's going to be costly for Courtney Porter and his team.
He's just looking at that clock, just trying to keep it moving.
It's like 3rd down and 23 as Cornell will throw toward the end zone. And it's caught by Carter Gooding, and he's in for the touchdown. Flag is down right at the point of the reception. So we'll wait and see on the call there, but Gooding with a touchdown catch as Olathe East extends their lead in the 4th quarter. Fans in their ski gear celebrating. Let's see what the call is.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. Pass interference on the defense. Those 15 yards we taken on the kickoff.
So it's defensive pass interference. The touchdown will count for Gooding, who now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, you see Gooding just fighting for this ball. So the defender, he gets his head turned around, but the hands never come off, and Josiah Rowland is not able to get that ball out of Gooding's hand, but it's a good pitch and catch right there on 3rd down.
That was a 3rd down and 23 that they converted after you think they're in trouble with the 15-yard penalty. Jack Cornell delivers to Carter Gooding.
You see the focus there, and that ball's in the air. That's a good throw by Jack Cornell. Heck of a game for him tonight. And Carter Gooding with the big touchdown reception to put points on the board.
Now, that is a 28-7 lead as 11 plays, a lot of time off the clock. Johnny, over 6 minutes, capped off with that 29-yard touchdown pass to Gooding.
Yeah, their only touchdown drive that wasn't over 10 plays was 9 plays. And again, you script up a offensive game plan, and this is exactly what Olathe East wants. Control the clock, control the football. No turnovers.
Solid running game tonight.
Very solid running game, and you see right there, they've got playmakers on the outside.
Yeah, they've thrown 2 touchdown passes to Pollock and also Gooding. So Cornell having a good night throwing and running the football. He got the night off well with his rushing ability, and then has thrown 2 touchdown passes of 14 and 29 yards. But the ground game has been dominant with the wing T. As now the kickoff will be from the 45 on the Olathe north side, so this one will be a easy touchback as it hits the upright. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Olathe North. Now we'll be in full pass mode, down 28-7. As the loser of this game will see their season end tonight.
And I haven't seen Simmons back out on the field since he took that helmet to the knee at the end of the 2nd quarter.
He was their top wide receiver.
Smither with the big catch. Naidu with the big catch. See if Sarver can't spread the ball around here and work this ball down the field for a scoring drive.
Play action and a rollout for J-Mo. Throwing on the run, completing it to his tight end, Naidu.
They're going to get
another flag down.
Yeah, they're going to get these linemen. I think they're, what, 3 yards up the field. It's always kind of a tough call to make.
Illegal man downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty, replay 1st down.
You see here, you're going to see at the end of the play. Throw it on 70 there. It's a little bit up the field. And sometimes as an offensive lineman, you just get stuck on your block and don't really know where you are, and right there.
And another flag down after another Naidu catch.
Blocking it back on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
And again, the Olathe North coaching staff in the booth to our right, and the walls need to be thicker, because they did not like that call. 1st and 15. Again. Sarver flushed out of the pocket. Flag is down as the pass is going to be caught by Smither, and he's run out of bounds. Looks like the 38-yard line is. Flags continue on this Olathe North drive.
There's 2 flags on the play, both by the offense. Illegal block in the back. That penalty's declined. Holding on the offense. Half distance to the goal. Replay first down.
So they take the holding penalty. And it's going to move it back inside the 10-yard line. With the 1st down and a country mile, looks like. They need to get a 1st down at the 30-yard line. So they're going to need 23 yards for a 1st down. Pass to the outside, caught by Smither, breaks a tackle. And wrapped up by Jake Molman as he makes the stop at the 25. And another flag down.
Diminishing request on that.
After the play was over. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. On the defense. 15 yards to the end of the run. 1st down.
So 15-yard penalty on Olathe East will give Olathe North a 1st down out to the 40-yard line. Check that, the 41 officially for J-Mo Sarver in the offense. Down 28-7. Under 5 to play in regulation. And low pass incomplete. Let's go back to the penalty, and at the end here, they're just trying to rip at the ball after the player is down, I believe is what the call is.
And then he helps him up.
2nd down and 10, Eagles. Sarver, the pump, and then the throw to Adger out of the backfield. And he's across midfield for a 1st down catch and run. Blaze Adger. He has the only touchdown tonight for Olathe North. Mentioned it, he's a good receiver. He's got 15, 16 catches on the year.
Well, you mentioned he played tight end last year. He's a guy that we need you to play running back, steps in, fills the role very well. It's kind of an unsung position for this Olathe North team is that running back.
Hook and lateral play as they lateral it off to Adger, and he's run out near the 40-yard line, gain of 7.
You'd like to see that play done on wide side of the field, kind of give your guys an opportunity.
2nd down and 3 Eagles. Sarver passing to the outside. Naidu the catch. And he'll be tackled at the 30-yard line. A gain of 10. 1st down for the Eagles. Naidu, junior tight end. Who plays on the defensive side as a defensive end.
Let's go defense!
Pass to the outside. Naidu again. Nice open field stop there by Benjamin Burton, the junior.
We've seen this Olathe North team have some success throwing the football tonight. Just not able to put the ball into the end zone. Sarver's had a really good game throwing that ball.
Jamo passing and completing. Smither racking up the yardage tonight for the Eagles. Very good track high jumper, good all-around athlete. Cole Smither, 6'2" senior.
4th catch of the night. Get close to that 100-yard mark.
Yeah, and that explosive play early. Got 15 on the last one, and they'll pass it back. And it's Rhodes with the catch and the broken tackle and the touchdown for the Eagles. He'll go for 11 yards to Jeremiah Rhodes. Rhodes with his 5th receiving touchdown of the year. 17th touchdown pass by Sarver. And it's now 28-13 with the PAT pending.
You see that throw from Sarver on his back foot. On the last drive, on a 4th down play, heaved it across the middle, almost intercepted there. Jeremiah Rhodes does a good job coming back to the football. Not only making the catch, but then making the defender miss and getting in the end zone.
Jokeris is up and good with the PAT as you take a look at Jeremiah Rhodes, the catch, but the broken tackle is big as he's able to separate from the defender and get into the end zone.
Strong throw across the field. Again, that's Rhodes, just one-on-one situation. Just going to get that ball and breaking that tackle.
Pollock can't make the tackle, and Rhodes is a big wide receiver, 6'1", $185. And
now we're gonna see an onside kick here. See that drive for Olathe North, 9 plays, 80 yards. Quick 2:34 off the clock. Jeremiah Rhodes with that 11-yard touchdown reception. If you're Olathe North, you're looking to get this ball back to your offense. Remember, if you're Olathe East, that ball travels 10 yards. You're just trying to get the ball in your possession. You still have a 2-score lead.
Fans with hope. And now Jokeris going to have to deliver the onside kick. All the hands teams guys are out there for Olathe East waiting at the 50-yard line as Jokeris looks like he's lining up a putt on the golf course there.
Well, the key here is you got to make sure, number one, everybody's on sides for Olathe East or for Olathe North, and number two is the kicker. You got to give your guys enough time to get up the field 10 to 12 yards to get the ball. See if you can't get that big hop here.
And it does hop high in the air, and Burton able to get on it and go down at the 45-yard line. Junior Benjamin Burton, along with his twin brother, Milo. Milo's the big baseball star, I guess.
You see the front line guys here. Your job is not to take this ball. Your job is to block the guys coming down. See the guy in the second level having to go up and get it. Again, that was well executed onside kick, but very good job on that hands team.
Yeah, if you're Olathe North, that's about as good as you're going to get on that high bounce that you looked for, and Jokeris delivered it. Now the Hawks on offense going to try to run some clock here. Molman, first down run. And get it out near the 49-yard line, gain of 4 yards. Now you're Olathe North, you're going to have to start using your timeouts. Looks like coach is not going to burn a timeout. So signal into the defense. 2nd down and 6 from the 49-yard line. And Jaden Scott, gang tackle. Not much doing. Still going to need about 3 yards for a first down is Olathe East. Third down and 3. Winner of this game either plays Shawnee Mission Northwest or Shawnee Mission South. Northwest is the 3 seed.
Shawnee Mission Northwest won.
Okay, Johnny is officially advanced Northwest in the bracket as the 3 seed. As he's getting the updates from Preps KC. And running for a first down is Olathe East. That was Molman with the 3rd down carry, and he converts. And now we'll get a timeout taken by Olathe North. So Shawnee Mission Northwest will play Olathe East. And if you're wondering, have they played? Yes. Week 4, it was at Shawnee Mission Northwest, 31-21. Cougars win. Should be a very interesting matchup in Week 10, Johnny, the regionals.
Very, very good matchup. And I think Olathe East had a lot of momentum going into next week. You know, Jaden Scott's back and the night that he had. Anytime you get a big-time player back for playoffs, it's basically a new season. I think these guys are excited for that matchup next week.
To the Olathe North timeout. Hawks continue to want to run the football and run the clock. Jaden Scott. A nice run. Next week would be November the 8th. A regional game between Shawnee Mission Northwest and Olathe East. Be Shawnee Mission Northwest as the home team at Shawnee Mission North. Shawnee Mission Northwest 7-2 would be taking on a 6-3 Olathe East team. That should be an interesting ball game. As we get another timeout by North, their 2nd. As far as our broadcast schedule next week, all to be determined over the weekend. It will be a Kansas State playoff game, but all going to be determined over the weekend. I will not be involved in the picking of that game. Don't text me, don't email me.
Sean Bell.
Yeah, that's your guy right there. He will make the call.
You know, he does a good job scouting the games.
Oh, yeah. He knows what he's doing.
He'll pick the most interesting matchup. Is, you know, week 1, it's tough. But this is not as good of a matchup as I think you're going to get in the first round.
Second down and 5 as Molman showing great balance with that low running style, runs for another first down, and that should pretty much do it. I don't know if Olathe North will burn their final timeout. Probably not. Nope, they will. So they will burn their final timeout, but if you're Olathe East, you haven't beaten Olathe North since 2017. Now, they didn't play in 2020. The conference expanded, so that's not an automatic game every year. This is going to be a sweet victory. 2017, Olathe East won. Pretty similar score, 28-12. But 5 straight in the victory column for Olathe North. Last year, in week 1, it was Olathe North winning 42-14. I asked Coach Porter, I said, what happened? I thought you guys were pretty well matched up in that game. He said, our guys were just too overconfident. And they got beat, so. Olathe North out of timeouts. And now the Hawks will just run out the last 90 seconds by kneeing the football. So the 6 seed will advance to take on the 3 seed. And Olathe North's season will end at 3-6.
To snap it 2 more times here.
A couple more snaps. And the Hawks are moving on to the regional. Take on Shawnee Mission Northwest. Well, we saw Blue Valley, a team, you know, was a lower seed last year, get on a hot streak in the 6A playoffs and make it all the way to the final game on the east side against Gardner Edgerton, so you never know in these playoffs.
Olathe Northwest the year before.
Yeah, you're right. Good point, Johnny. Yeah.
You know, you get hot at the right time. You know, you can get matchups that are in your favor, and you get into these 3rd and 4th weeks of the playoffs, and it's anybody's game.
So the fans going to celebrate with their ski wardrobe tonight on the Olathe East side here at Seaback, and they're marching on to week 10, which is called the regional in Kansas. 6A bracket is advanced to take on Shawnee Mission Northwest on November the 8th, a week from tonight at Shawnee Mission North. Knowing full well you were beaten by Shawnee Mission Northwest earlier in the year by 10 points. So a revenge situation for Olathe East as they will try to advance on in the state playoffs. And shaking hands, good sportsmanship. As we take a look at the new bracket, and looks like Blue Valley West, the 2 seed, will take on Olathe Northwest. And Shawnee Mission Northwest, Olathe East next week as we check in with Bethany.
Over this Olathe North program, 17.
You know, do how we were doing a little bit and to finally beat Olathe North. I mean, they're the top dogs. So you want to be the dog, you got to beat the dog.
You move on to the second round of the playoffs here. Does this give your team a lot of confidence, momentum?
I would say so. We're going to see able to get a seed to have them again. Chance is going to be great.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a solid victory, Johnny. I think this is how Olathe East wants to play with their wing tee offense. They, like the coach just said, grind it out, run it right at you with about 5 different guys. Threw a couple of touchdown passes, and their defense was solid, especially on 4th down, and they move on in the playoffs.
Yeah, and his team came ready to play today. I mean, obviously, you see the number next to Olathe North, but it's still Olathe North in the playoffs, and You got to make sure that you get your guys ready for that week 1, and now they're building momentum headed into week 2.
Final timeout. Olathe East moving on in the state playoffs. Well, the Hawks get a satisfying victory over a city rivalry game, and you know, against a rival like Olathe North with their history. This is a satisfying win tonight for Coach Porter and his Hawks tonight.
Yeah, and you're in the survive and advance mode. And Olathe East came out here today. You know, they wanted to establish the run. They did a good job at that. They didn't turn the ball over. The defense have played really well. And that was an Olathe North team that felt like they had a couple wins that they didn't get in the season and wanted to come out here and get the win on the road, but Olathe East able to do the job and move on to next week.
Special thanks to our school ADs, Michael Wolgast of East and Josh Price of North. Thanks to the coaches, Coach Porter and Coach McCartney. Our producer's been Joe Novacek. For Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman, our entire Spectrum News crew doing a great job. Kevin White saying so long from Seaback. Our final, once again, Olathe East. The 6th seed is moving on in the state playoffs to take on Shawnee Mission Northwest as they win 28-14 as we say goodnight from Seaback in Olathe.